Alliance officials have raided a dangerous cult controlled by a former Alliance officer, Major Kyle. Major Kyle surrendered and is now being treated for severe post-traumatic stress disorder.
I heard what happened under the Artemis Tau cluster. The Council wasn't too happy about the destruction of those Prothean ruins.
This isn't a game, Ambassador. Shepard's out there trying to stop Saren from destroying the galaxy.
I know. Just try to be a little more careful. The Council's watching you, and we all get judged on how you behave.
Yes, Commander?
How are you holding up?
Honestly, this isn't how I pictured my career coming to an end. Pushing papers really isn't my thing, but you're the one who can stop Saren. I believe in you, Shepard. If that means I have to step aside, so be it.
I should go.
I'll be here if you need anything.
Surprised welcome. You have returned, human. Genuine inquiry. What may I do for you this day?
Goodbye, Ambassador.
Sincere farewell. Good day to you, human. Enjoy your time on the Citadel.
The EarthClan Spectre has returned to speak with me.
Goodbye, Ambassador.
Yes. Good day, EarthClan.
I can't believe I landed a job here. This place is fantastic.
So they finally did it. I knew one of your kind would make Spectre one day. I only hope you're better than the one they're sending you after.
I'll do everything I can to stop Saren.
That's what worries me. Was there something you wanted?
I'll be going now.
Goodbye, Commander.
I know you. You're Commander Shepard, the human Spectre. Is there something I can do for you?
You're Nassana, right? I ran into your sister, Dahlia. It didn't end well for her.
What? Are you saying she's...
Dahlia's dead, Nassana, and I know she was blackmailing you.
And I was all set to try to manipulate you into hunting her down for me. But I guess that won't be necessary now, will it?
You wanted your sister dead?
If people found out my sister was a criminal, I'd be considered a security risk. They'd revoke my clearance, or place me on administrative leave until she was apprehended. I shall transfer a little something into your account as a token of my appreciation. I'm sure you'll find the amount satisfactory.
You're a diplomat on her way up the ranks. It could be handy to have a Spectre who owes you a favor.
You make a good point. Anyone can come up with credits. But I can give you authorization to purchase prototype Asari mods. I will get you added to our manufacturer's preferred client list. I think you'd be very interested in what they have available. Goodbye, Shepard. It has been a pleasure doing business with you. Thank you for all your help, Shepard. Thank you for all your help, Shepard.
Them all to enlightenment. Where there was only darkness.
So tell me, who'd win in a fight between you and Shepard?
What? Commander Shepard is my superior officer. I can't imagine us ever having to fight.
You can't? That's why Shepard's your superior officer. And that's why Shepard would win.
What do you say we head down to Cora's den after shift?
Sounds good. Some of the others are going for Anobio's.
Presidium technicians are struggling to understand why a computer system catastrophically overloaded recently. Technicians are reportedly unsure of what caused the malfunction, or even what the system was originally designed to do. CSEC is investigating the possible vandalism or misuse of public property.
I don't care what you think, Michael. It's my decision.
I know you're hurting, Rebecca, but don't let your grief hurt your baby too.
Can I help you with anything?
Perhaps you can talk some sense into her.
I don't need anyone to talk sense into me, Michael. I'm not undergoing the treatments.
My sister-in-law here is pregnant, and she's refused to let the baby undergo gene therapy in utero.
I'm certain that she has a good reason. I'd like to hear both sides.
My husband Jacob died from a rare heart condition several months ago.
There's a chance that the baby could develop the same heart condition, but routine gene therapy can eliminate it.
A very small chance, Michael. And extranet reports say the therapy could harm the child.
It's less dangerous than the genetic enhancements that every soldier in the Alliance receives.
What are the chances that your child will develop the heart condition?
According to the doctors, there's a 1 in 50 chance. And if my baby develops the condition, medical treatments are available.
Which are nowhere near as effective as simply getting the gene therapy.
What are the chances that gene therapy could hurt the baby?
1 in 300 at most.
But extranet articles say there could still be long-term complications we don't know about. Don't you understand? If my baby is that 1 in 300, I will always wonder if I killed my baby for nothing.
It's Rebecca's child, Michael. I think you should honor her decision.
Damn it, she's not choosing! She's acting blindly out of grief!
I know you want the best for your brother's child, but this isn't your decision.
Of course it is! I'm the closest thing to a father this baby is going to have.
Then support the baby's mother. Stand with her when she makes tough decisions.
This baby is the only thing my brother... It's all I have left of him. I need to know that the baby's safe.
It's all I have left too, Michael.
I just want Jacob's child to be safe. I want to give him that much.
We will. I promise. Thank you for talking with us. I appreciate it.
Greetings, Earth Clan. I believe congratulations are in order, Commander Shepard. You are the first human to join the Spectres, yes?
It's a great honor.
One you are no doubt ready for. A word of warning, though. There are many eyes watching you now, Commander. Some of them want to see you fail. I, however, wish you only success. Perform well and you bring the Earth Clan one step closer to joining the Council. And if they let your people in, maybe there is hope for my own species one day, yes?
I should go.
Goodbye, Commander.
Got a moment, Spectre? Hello, Spectre. I have a business proposition for you.
How did you know I'm a Spectre?
Word travels. Your name comes up in certain circles. I'm acquainted with a pair of powerful crime bosses. They're hiding on remote worlds, and I have the coordinates. You could do the galaxy a favor.
What crimes did these men commit?
They're red sand dealers who make victims of their customers. Those who can no longer pay are sold to Batarians as slaves. They're loathsome, hurting innocent people. They must be ended.
You're obviously with them. Why don't I just arrest you instead?
Arrested for what? You and I are simply having a conversation. I have excellent legal representation. Arresting me would be a waste of your time.
I eliminate them, and then you take over and try to eliminate me. How stupid do I look?
While I appreciate your estimation of my bravado, I have no intention of attempting to murder you. You are the first human Spectre, and you are doing important work for humanity. I have no interest in red sand or slavery. Anyone who does deserves to die. Our needs are aligned.
What kind of defenses would these two have?
I haven't the faintest idea, but they're certain to be armed. Their partnership's soured, and each believes that the other intends to kill him. They will be well prepared.
And what do you get out of this?
We share interests in certain cooperative ventures, but their business practices have forced me to terminate our relationship. Once they are dead, I will manage our organization in a more tasteful manner.
If they're as bad as you say they are, they need to be dealt with.
Excellent. Here are the coordinates. When these men are dead, I will wait for you at the third set of coordinates. Goodbye, Commander. It's been a pleasure to meet you. Hello again, Commander. Hello again, Commander.
Yes, Commander. Is there something I can do for you?
I'll be going now.
Goodbye, Commander. Nice talking to you.
Hey, Commander Shepard. Good to see you again. Anything you need?
I have to go.
Right. You're probably real busy. Well, see you around, Commander.
Commander, thanks again for all your help. Hey, Commander. Good to see you again. How's it going, Commander? Commander, thanks again for all your help.
Hey, good to see another human in here.
This isn't proof of purchase.
It's a bank statement. Show that I bought something from you, and I bought it.
Welcome back, EarthClan.
I think I'll be going.
As you say, EarthClan.
Hey, Commander Shepard, it's me, Conrad Werner. Remember me? There are rumors on the extranet that you've been made the first human Spectre. That's incredible.
Being a Spectre is a big responsibility. I just want to make humanity proud.
The vids are all talking about Commander Shepard fighting for all of us back home. And they also say that you don't take crap from anybody. You're showing them what humans can do. Hey, can I get your picture?
I don't have a problem with it, but why?
You're a hero, Shepard. Decades from now, humanity's going to remember you, and I'll have your picture. Just hold up your gun. Perfect. Thanks again, Commander. I'm gonna hang this in my living room. My wife will love it.
Ja, ik geloof hem. How you doing? Doing good? Nice. Yeah, not too bad. Less said about yesterday. Yeah, that is true.
They told me it was you, but I didn't believe it. Shepard grew up and turned into a soldier.
Have we met?
Name's Finch. You probably don't remember me, but we ran together in the 10th Street Reds. Maybe you don't remember it yourself, running in a gang. None of the vids mention it when they're talking about you.
My history is a matter of public record. I've got nothing to hide.
Really?
Can't believe how bad we were.
someone
Yeah,
gave an
I mean,
interview
to be
talking
fair
about
with that, like,
Commander
it's nothing we haven't
Shepard's
seen before. I remember,
We're not trying to
was it a
cause you
couple of
trouble,
seasons ago and that, like, when we
just
got,
want a
like,
favor,
absolutely outplayed by
for old
Bradford
time's sake.
and that, like, in pre-season
One of
before,
the
so
Reds,
it can
Kurt
happen,
Wiseman,
it can
got
happen,
picked up by
but
Turians. We'd like you to talk to the Turian guard in the bar.
the biggest, like, thing what came out yesterday was just certain players and that won't cut it in the Prem, and it also shows that we are still very light and very thin in certain areas of the pitch. The fact that Rig and Pato could potentially miss the first game of the season is a concern, so we definitely need to sign a goalkeeper ASAP, and we still need centre-backs. I still think we need another winger, because I'm not really sure about Talby at the minute. I'm not saying like Talby's crap or anything and that he's a waste of money, but it's just out of the new signings I've seen so far, Talby to me just does not look ready one bit. He looks really nervous, and that he looks like he just doesn't want to try anything because he's like afraid of making a mistake or something. So I definitely think we need another winger. Because the God's honest truth, at this rate, as bad as it sounds, I would probably start Roberts first game of the season over Talby against West Ham. I really would. Even though it's not ideal, and I don't think Roberts is good enough for the Prem, but I would probably consider Roberts if we don't actually get another winger. And yeah, we could do with another striker, even though deep down I don't think we are going to sign a striker, but it doesn't really matter really, but it does prove that we... Yeah, that's what like came from it yesterday. It wasn't much the result of the performance that was the main concern. The main concern is the fact that we still need another 6-7 players in, like, desperately.
You're not asking me to break Wiseman out of jail, are you?
Of course not. But word has it you've got some
Start
pull
Roberts,
with the
yeah,
aliens.
I would. I mean, I don't want to start Roberts, but just at the minute, maybe just for a little bit more experience, and that, especially in English football, maybe I would start Roberts over Talby, because, like I said, I don't think Talby's ready.
What was one of the 10th Street Reds doing in Turian space?
Since your days, the Reds have expanded. We do some salvage, a little shipping here and there, that kind of thing.
What was this guy arrested for?
Some stupid minor offense. Maybe he had a little red sand. You know how the Turians are. They declared him a problem, and they're shipping him back for a trial.
My gang days are over, Finch. Get out of my way.
Suit yourself, Shepard. If you change your mind, he's over in Cora's den. Take care of this, and you'll never see me again. And Shepard, you might not run with the Reds anymore, but you really don't want us as your enemies.
With Regan Patterson a tweet, isn't it? He said last week we're managing their workload, now they come and I know. This just like shows that like this major problem that we have, and it's still ongoing now, and that we're having injury concerns before the season even starts. And that, I mean, I know some of the players that are missing wouldn't be like fit. Oh Christ, I say that we haven't signed any centre backs. So if 09 was fit, 09 would be playing at this rate. Obviously, you're missing 09, you're missing Cirque and Hjelde, Alicia. Now you're potentially going to miss Pato and Rig for the first game. I mean, yeah, I know Rig wouldn't start, but Rig will be in the squad at least, and obviously Pato would be starting. So, yeah. And obviously Isidor's got to be, I mean, yeah, Isidor should be okay in that for the, like, the 2 home games, like, against Real Betis and Vallecano. Yeah, Mundell as well, yeah. Yeah, I forgot about Mundell, that is true. I mean, yeah, to be honest, I probably would have had, if Mundell was available, I probably would have had a Dingra on the right and Mundell on the left for West Ham, but now I'll probably go with Dingra and Roberts, unless we get another winger in.
Can I help you?
A human named Finch wanted me to use my authority as a Spectre to free Kurt Wiseman.
The xenophobe? I should have known he'd have friends. Thank you for the information. We'll increase the guard at the cell.
Oh yeah, yeah, Triantas,
rat us out, Shepard. Now it's payback time. When we're through telling our story, the aliens will all know what the first human Spectre really is.
What do you want, Finch? What gets you out of my life?
What do I want? I want aliens off of Earth. I want the Council to stay out of humanity's business.
My bio is public record. Everyone knows that I ran with gangs as a kid.
They don't know that the Reds target aliens specifically. We've got
Are
the
they
backers to
even-
handle off-world
Are they overwhelming these players?
Your alien
Oh yeah,
friends
I've
don't
always
like you
thought
so
that for the
much
past
when
couple of
they hear what
seasons,
you're
like to do with like our medical staff and what we do in training, because the amount of injuries we get's ridiculous.
The 10th Street Reds was a gang, not an Earth First movement.
They're a human movement now. You think the Vids will make that distinction? I can find a dozen Reds who'll swear they saw you kill aliens for fun. Who's going to believe you then?
If you want humanity to be strong, a smear attack on the first human Spectre is a bad idea.
The Spectre is right. This is humanity's chance to prove itself. There's even talk of earning a council seat.
Of course you'd side with Shepard. You want someone who's in bed with your kind.
We need the other races, Finch. That's the best way to strengthen humanity.
Fine, Shepard, you're right. You're not one of the Reds. Maybe you never were.
That man is a xenophobe who thinks he can blackmail a Spectre. You should have killed him.
That's not the way I work.
Goodbye, human. It'll be interesting to see what kind of Spectre you turn out to be.
I'm the type normally who's like injury hunt, nothing. Like 09 injury, for example. How is this many players getting injured? Yeah, I mean with 09, I suppose with 09 and Yelder and that they were injuries that were picked up last season. So I suppose with them too, you can understand it. But the ongoing circling with his wrist and that is absolutely ridiculous. I don't know what the hell's going on there. Obviously, Alicia, we know about Alicia and that. Obviously. I mean, Alicia's not actually injured, it's just Alicia's been out for a long time and he's just way behind, like, on fitness and that. So it's not like Alicia's injured, but he's just nowhere near fully fit. And obviously, Mundell, just setback after setback at the minute, so...
I got business here, but
not now. Go away.
But yeah, we've got to start seeing some movement this week. We're really doing that. I mean, we've had a good window so far, but I don't want to sound like negative or anything in that, but it's starting to go a little bit negative in my opinion. I actually thought, right, and this is me being brutally honest, right, I don't know what you think, I actually thought that we were having the best window out of the promoted sides, right? Unless something changes in the next 3 weeks, I don't think we're having the best window of the promoted sides now. I think Leeds are now. I think Leeds have actually overtaken us with the transfers they've made like lately. With the signings of Anton Stack, who's a pretty good signing, and also the Brazilian goalkeeper from Lyon, Lucas Perry, and that. I think Leon's actually, I think Leeds have actually made the better signings now. I think we've done better business than Burnley, to be fair, but I think Leeds have. As it stands, I think Leeds have slightly done a bit better than us at the minute. Because Leeds have actually made additions in all positions where we're still lacking in certain positions where we've addressed central midfield. We've brought 2 wingers in, even though one winger I'm not really sure about at the minute. And yes, we brought a left back in, but we still haven't brought a goalkeeper in, a backup right back, 2 centre backs, an experienced DM, another winger or another striker. We've still got a hell of a lot of work to do. We really have. Someone told me on Monday he should surgery after the West Brom game, but because he didn't chance it. Yeah, like because obviously he wanted to be fit. He wanted to play on the playoffs and that, didn't he? So. Oh, excuse me. And like with Sunderland at the minute, it seems like we've hit a brick wall like lately in that we can't seem to get our number 1 targets in now. Well, either moves are getting blocked, or players are turning us down now, or we're struggling to agree fees with them now. Because remember earlier in the agree about Leeds, yeah. I hate to say that, I really do, because earlier on in the window I thought we were absolutely killing it with the transfers, but lately I think Leeds are actually doing some good business now, to be fair. I think that the only thing that Leeds are missing with the business they've done is I think Leeds are missing a good striker. And that they brought in that Nemetria on a free transfer, but I don't think he's good enough. I know they've got Joel Pirro and that, but he can be a little bit like inconsistent and that. But if Leeds get a good striker and if they get that Brazilian winger, that Paxisao, if they get him in, then Leeds have had a really good window. But they are still lacking a striker at the minute. But that's the thing with Leeds, though. They've signed 2 centre-backs this window. And a left-back. Oh, we've signed as a left-back and we still haven't signed a centre-back yet. Do you also think as well, like the whole case of we've missed out on Bulker? Alright, that's not the club's fault with Bulker. Obviously, he chose money over Sunderland, so obviously we can't blame the club for Bulker and that. Petrovic, I mean, it seemed like we were fussy over like the transfer fee for him, but I would have paid the £25 million, like, and obviously Bournemouth did in the Gorham. Now it seems like we've missed out on our 2 main goalkeeping targets, and now it seems like we're either going to end up with Ortega from Man City, which wouldn't be the worst, I suppose, or that Ukrainian goalkeeper from Shakhtar and that, who I don't know. Like, it seems you're having to look at 3rd and 4th choice options now. It's the same at centre-back as well. We're struggling with Lasumi. There's been no progress with Diakite or Bardia, if there really was any interest there. And it seems like we might just end up with that Lorenzo Parola from Olympiacos now, who, yeah, is better than nothing, and yeah, he's at a decent age and quite experienced and that, but it's still not that high caliber centre-back that you need, you know, like a Lasumi or a Diakite. So I think we're, like, with goalkeeper and centre-backs, I think we're just going to end up with, like, 3rd, 4th choice options at this rate, unless something comes out of the blue, but just seems we're just messing around. Like Shaka, for example, we spent all the time to get him to come, and yeah, exactly. You know what I kind of think, right? This is where I stand now. In my honest opinion, I know a lot of like fans don't like this. I do think we have overpaid for a lot of our like signings. I think we're massively overpaid for Talby, because Talby's only valued at about 8 million. And what did we pay for Talby? About 18, 19 million pound or something. Adingra, to be fair, Adingra was a good price because he's valued at 28 million and we got him for about, was it 20, 21 million? So Adingra was a good deal. I think Lafayette was decent, like price up, like, because we know how good Lafayette can be. We overpaid for Diarra, but I can see why with Diarra, because the talent and potential is there. I think Sadiki was a fair price and that, but I definitely do think Talby massively overpaid, but I would actually start considering overpaying for proven players. I think that's what Leeds are doing and we're not doing. Yeah, you could say Leeds have probably overpaid for Sean Longstaff from Newcastle, right? They might have slightly overpaid for Anton Stack, but they're paying for, like, experienced players. Do you know what I mean? Maybe we should be doing that. You don't think Shaka will come, to be honest? I'm trying to keep up hope and belief that it might happen, but the longer it goes on, I don't know. But yeah, we are kind of like wasting too much time with one player when we should be looking at other areas, shouldn't we?
Any news? Did you find my brother yet?
I found your brother's body. His ship was attacked by privateers.
Willem's dead? I guess I should have expected this. When his ship dropped out of contact, I just knew. But I kept hoping he might still be alive.
I'm sorry for your loss.
Thank you for finding him. It's better to know one way or the other. That's what they say, right? Please excuse me. I need to go make arrangements for his funeral.
Goalkeeper, yeah, we do, massively. To be honest, and I think a goalkeeper will probably come in before centre-back because of the fact that Pato will likely... I mean, put it this way, I think Pato will miss the first game anyway because he's clearly not going to be 100%, even if he isn't injured and that he's hardly played any pre-season, he won't be fully fit, so I'm just going to rule Pato out the first game full stop, to be honest. The same with Rig. So, Yeah, I can see us signing a goalkeeper next, if I'm being honest, and then hopefully we get a centre back in time for West Ham, but whether we do or not's a different story.
Hello again, Commander. I've got a proposition for you. Since you helped me get information on the crime syndicate, I've gotten a lot more backing from my publishers. I'm investigating traffic controller conditions now, and I wondered if you could help.
That seems like a step down from wide-scale corruption.
Actually, in a way, it's more important. This isn't about people getting rich. This is about safety. I've heard rumors that the space traffic controllers are overworked to a dangerous degree. I can't get into the control room, but you could. If you planted a bug inside, I could crack the story.
This bug you want me to plant, could it interfere with traffic signals?
Absolutely not. I made certain that the frequencies it uses won't interfere with anything.
Yeah, I think we were like, maybe some of us were getting a bit carried away with Sealed. I mean, Sealed is a talented centre-back and there is potential there. But he's not ready for the... Like, to be fair, I said that myself. I says, maybe in a season or two he might be ready for the Premier League, but he needs a loan to the Championship. A top 6 or top 10 Championship side will be perfect for, like, Sealed. But the mistake he made yesterday was criminal. Like, I mean, I know Simon Moore has to take some of the blame for it as well, but that header straight to their striker was pretty poor, to be honest. That was like schoolboy error, that.
If you crack this story, what's likely to happen?
Ideally, there will be calls to improve working conditions by hiring more controllers and upgrading systems. The council won't pay for improvements voluntarily. This story will provide that pressure.
What will this bug allow you to pick up?
Just audio and video. I'm not trying to tap into the traffic control system if that's what you're worried about. I just need to hear and see them in order to correlate their activity with traffic
Ballard's headed
efficiency.
for the first. What the ball was going... Oh, yeah, exactly. It was going straight to Ballard and that, and then obviously Seal's header's one took it away from Ballard, so, yeah.
Everyone knows space traffic controllers are
The only
overworked.
positive that
How is
came
this news?
that I could actually find, like, from yesterday was I do think Ballard was very vocal and he was shouting and that, like, a lot yesterday, which I thought was really good. Again, he's shown leadership-like skills. That's my captain right there.
For a full-blown disaster?
If we don't sign Shaka or someone of that experience, then for me Ballard should be captain. Never mind Dan Neil or anything like that. Like, Dan Ballard should be captain, hands down.
I can't promise anything, but I'll see what I can do. Give me the bug.
Excellent. Just place it on a terminal with a good view.
Second goal, I guess, was...
Thanks again for your help.
Well, I mean, it was poor. I mean, poor, like, marking, obviously, from the set piece, but it did take a little deflection, didn't it? But I felt sorry for Siddiqui, because Siddiqui has been really good in pre-season, and I didn't think he did too bad yesterday, but yeah, it was one bad mistake, but to be fair, and that just ran through the team, didn't it?
No, I'm waiting to speak. Commander, any word on my missing men?
I'm not sure how to tell you this, Admiral. Your men were killed by a thresher maw.
A thresher maw? That's not... My men wouldn't just stumble into a thresher nest. Not the entire unit.
Somebody lured them there with an Alliance distress beacon. Placed it perfectly so they'd land right beside the thresher nest.
Damn it. I had a bad feeling about this ever since my team disappeared. An Alliance beacon used as bait, my unit wiped out, and nobody seems to know anything about it. Commander, I appreciate what you did. Now I need to do my part. The families of those Marines deserve to know why they died.
Daniel's behaviour's changed? Well, I don't know, but after watching that game yesterday, I mean, Dan Neil's not the reason why we lost the game yesterday, but Dan Neil is one of the reasons why the midfield did not work yesterday. It was slow, there was no energy, there was no tempo. You've seen, like, how our midfields looked in pre-season with that trio of Enzo, Diarra and Siddiqui. It's looked really good, hasn't it? And that was impressive against Sevilla. It did really well against Sporting Lisbon, despite us getting beat. And as soon as Dan Neil comes in, it's slow, it's sideways, backwards, and Dan Neil's getting caught on the ball. He's giving the ball away, making too many mistakes, and he's not good enough. He's simply not good enough in that. I mean, I like Dan Neil as a person. He's a local lad. He loves the club, of course he does, but that doesn't mean that he's good enough. I mean, I didn't think Dan Neil was great last season. And that he struggled yesterday against the Scottish side, and that he's not good enough. No, he's not good enough to play in the Prem. He's either a squad player or you sell him. That's the way I
Captain
feel.
Anderson said you had information on Baines.
I think it's all about contract because they won't get
One of my crews
once.
found
Yeah.
frozen stiff
But there
on
again,
board
he's
a
not.
vessel.
He doesn't deserve
The missing
like
recon group,
you know, like
one
the
I sent you to
wages of
find?
like some of our new signings or anything. He
Scouting
doesn't
the
because
system
he's
and
not good
found
enough.
Baines's shipping.
Anything you need from me?
Not right now, Shepard, but I'll let you know as soon as I find something out.
As soon as, like, if we are lucky, just say if Shaka does come in or someone experienced, because to be fair, Labrie even said, like, yesterday that he does want some more experience later come in, which I think we are crying out for a bit more experience as well, because at the minute, the only proper full-on experience we've brought in is Ronaldo. And we still haven't even seen Ronaldo play yet, even though obviously we're quite calm and relaxed about Ronaldo because obviously a 31-year-old, you know, experienced player and that who's played Champions League football and that's obviously and won a league title before. So obviously we're quite calm with Ronaldo, but we are crying out for another maybe 2 or 3 experienced heads in there. My dad said, "Why doesn't he prove that he deserves what he wants?" Not down. Yeah, exactly. And that, like, prove you. Yeah, yesterday was an opportunity. I mean, I know it's only pre-season, but if he went out there and played really well, you could say, all right. So maybe he's trying to, you know, prove himself for the campaign. But did he? No. He was absolutely atrocious. Not just him. Like a lot of them were. But
Hello again. Is there a problem? I'm not detecting any signals from the bug yet.
I'll let you know when it's done. Goodbye.
C-Sec. That's the thing with yesterday, and that, like, in terms of the team that started the game, there's only about maybe 3 players that I could give a little bit of credit to, and that's, I thought Ballard did okay, and that, like, not his best or anything, but I thought he was okay, and like I said, he was vocal. I thought Enzo actually worked hard. I mean, there wasn't any quality on the ball, but at least he was tracking back and putting tackles in, and I thought Dingra was the only, like, attacking player that really looked like doing something. I mean, yeah, like, his final ball and everything was poor, but at least Dingra was trying, unlike, you know, like Talby, who every time he got the ball, he just kept going backwards, you know, waiting to get rid of it, but at least Dingra is trying to do something positive. So Ayla's down tooling here. It's not just cussing him. Yeah, people will be watching him and be like, he'll go no. Yeah. I mean, I always want homegrown players to do well, and I used to really rate Dan Neil and that. I mean, back in League One, I thought, you know, really talented lad. He looks the part, and maybe our first season in the Championship, I actually thought, like, Dan Neil, I had a good campaign. But the last 2 seasons, and that, I don't know what it is, we made the last 2 seasons, and that I've just been disappointed in Dan Neil. No, like, there can be a good player in there, but I don't know what it is. Just for me, the last 2 seasons, I've just not been fully impressed. It just plays, like, in spells. Like, he might have 1 or 2 good games, then he has about 6, 7 either bad or average games.
I'm already getting readings. This is gonna make a great story. Thank you so much for your help. Here, this is everything I've got from my publisher's budget.
It was no problem. Good luck with your story. It deserves to be heard.
I appreciate your support. I hope this will save some lives in the long run. Thanks again for your help. I'm gonna show this to my publisher.
You don't know the club only gave me the captain band to try and get him. Why? Well, that doesn't really surprise you, to be honest. Yeah.
Celebrations are being planned for the anniversary of the end of the Rachni Wars. Many Council worlds, particularly Asari and Solarian colonies, will hold victory parades.
Couldn't you kind of say they did something similar like that maybe 2 seasons ago when they made O'Neill captain? Do you think that might have been also part of the reasons that why they to make Danny Bart upset and also to push Danny Bart out of the club because they wanted him off the wage bill and even forcing Mowbray to play 09 at centre back just to get Danny Bart out of the club. I don't know. Might be wrong in that. That's just something else that kind of gets you thinking a bit.
Stand by, shore party. Decontamination in progress. Logged. The commanding officer is aboard. XO Presley stands relieved.
Message coming in. Patching it through.
Different situation, yeah.
Commander, Miss Al-Jalani's story on you just aired. She shouldn't have ambushed you like that. But you handled it pretty well.
We had differences of opinion, sir. I hope she at least believed my sincerity.
You handled yourself pretty well, Commander. She came across like a raving idiot. There is one other matter, however. The Citadel has been trying to play down Saren going rogue. It makes the Spectres look bad. Your mention of him was politically inconvenient.
I wasn't aware of that. I won't discuss him again, sir.
I'd appreciate that, Commander. I won't keep you any longer. Fifth Fleet out.
The club are happy with 09 as captain going into last season. Obviously Neil got it, doesn't he? Well, yeah. I mean, either way, for me, both of them are not captain material. But I suppose I would have rather 09 being captain last season rather than Neil, even though I don't like 09 being captain anyway. But Dan Neil and that, he's not a leader. He tries to be vocal and stuff and that, but he's not a leader. Like I said, Dan Ballard. And that, he's the only one for me that shows real leadership on the pitch for me. Fortune system.
Message for you, Commander. Just came in over a secure channel.
Shepard, this is Admiral Kahoku. I found out who set that trap for my men. The ones killed by the Thresher War. Damn, I hope you get this message. It was a group called Cerberus. An Alliance Black Ops organization. Top secret, highest level security clearance.
Everyone's best interest with Nigel and Serpent. We expect that everyone knows. Next couple of weeks, whether they're going to send you a contract. Yeah, I agree.
They're conducting illegal genetic experiments, trying to create some kind of super soldier. I don't have any proof, but I found the coordinates for one of their research worlds. I'm uploading them with this message. They're completely out of control. Somebody needs to stop them. I've done my part. Now it's up to you. This is probably the last you'll hear from me. Cerberus is after me now. I need to disappear before
All I want in that, I just want to start seeing some signings. I really do in that, because it's far too quiet at the minute. The biggest worry, like, for me as well is that it doesn't seem like we're even close to anything at the moment. Now, I know a lot of our businesses usually kept quiet anyway, but it does seem really, really quiet and that. I mean, you know what actually has me a little bit worried as well? Is the fact that Labrie says he's still unsure whether to keep Alexic and Abdullahi around or whether to send them out on loan and that. So the fact that he doesn't know, I mean, it should be an obvious answer. Send them both out on loan, because I think they both need like loans, like preferably to the championship. But the fact that he doesn't know whether to keep them or not, like, to me kind of shows, are we even close to any business at the minute? And he's concerned going into the West Ham game. I don't know. I know it's only a friendly, but massive. Oh, definitely. Because that's the thing, like, yeah, it's only pre-season, but if we go out on Tuesday against Hull and we put in another poor performance and lose again, then people are going to start to, like, worry and ask even more questions going into the West Ham game, aren't we? And you have to think as well, after Hull we've got two one's tough and that, the other one, it just depends, but you've got two interesting fixtures against Real Betis, which will be really tough, and Real Vallecano are both at home before West Ham, so they'll be good challenges. I will put the best 11 there, which it still isn't. Well, I mean, that's the thing, we kind of, apart from Neil for Diarra, we pretty much did go with our strongest 11 possible, like yesterday, and it still wasn't good enough. I mean, I know, like, when we say our strongest 11 possible, I mean, yeah, obviously Pato in goal when he's available, Ronaldo comes in at left back when he's, like, fit, Isidore could potentially come back in, I suppose, and that, but to be honest, and that is pretty much our strongest 11 possible. So, if that's our strongest 11 possible going into the bloody West Ham game, ooh, a little bit concerned, I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, more here, Ballard, Seal, Huggins, Diarra, Sadiq, Lafia, Roberts and Ingram, yeah. Well, that's it. I mean, yeah, like, obviously, Talby or Roberts, yeah, I suppose. I mean, yeah, even I would potentially start, like, Roberts on Tuesday, I would. Actually, you know, to be honest, right, because I do kind of feel like teams and that, even in pre-season, I think they're starting to target them, and Talby will, yeah, he probably will, even though I would probably play Roberts, but I'll tell you what I would, like, probably do. Move Hume to left back, right? I'll drop Huggins, because I think Huggins been a little bit lightweight, and I think physical teams are starting to, like, expose him. I'd play Alan Brown at right back against Hull. I would. And to be fair, Alan Brown hasn't done anything wrong when he's played in pre-season so far. He's done okay. Yeah, every time Alan Brown's come on the pitch, he's actually done alright. Huggins is better at right back than he is at left. Yeah, possibly. I mean, to be fair, when we signed him as a right back, didn't we? And that, but obviously he hasn't really played much at right back, so. Yeah, we need to like get rid of like loads of players, and a lot of players need to go out on loan to the championship. But the problem is we can't afford to let that many go at the minute, because if we do, and that just shows you how thin our squad really is. We can get away from it right back, not left. Yeah, possibly. So what do you think, Clayton? Do you think we'll actually sign anybody this week? Because according to some people on X and that, who are apparently, you know, in the know, that, you know, apparently know like people like connections and stuff, apparently some people are saying that we will sign a centre back this week. Do you believe that? Because at the minute I'll just believe it when I see it, to be honest. I hope they're right, and that, but according to them, a centre back will sign next week. So I guess we will see. The bench yesterday. Roberts, Brown, and I guess you are the bench full of kids. Like, exactly. There you go. That's it. There's no depth, and the squad depth is a big concern. It really is. That's why you still need another 6-7 signings. You've got to like push the boat out. Start spending money again, even if it means spending over £200 million. We're going to have to do it. I like to think we'll sign one or two. I wish I had the same sources, because we're now in the Prem, but you don't get told as much, yeah. Also, so you're like hoping that we get at least 1 or 2 in this week. I mean, at this rate of that, I will be just happy with at least 1 signing this week. But ideally, before the West Ham game, I think we need at least another 2 or 3 in before West Ham. But 1 this week. I'd take. Yeah, goalkeeper, centre back. Yeah. Yeah, well, hopefully, but we need them. We need them badly. Yeah, if it is Ortega or Riznik from Shakhtar, get them in, because obviously they're gonna probably have to play the first couple of games of the season anyway. Hoping for 4 before the West Ham game, yeah. Well, right, the clock's ticking for the club, isn't it? Yeah, it just seems like ever since the deal for Loriente fallen through, and that we're not really getting any luck with transfers now. I mean, I know Loriente wasn't our fault, and that was down to his agent and that, but still, in that we're not getting any luck now with transfers, are we? It's like everything was going well before, but ever since that fell through, we're struggling now. Honestly, I don't think they care. Last season League One, they went into it with no. Yeah, we had Christ, we had to play bloody Dan Neil at left back, didn't we? Against it was against Wigan, wasn't it? When we won 2-1. Alright, Nathan. How you doing? Do you remember a guy called Omega from a few years ago? Omega? I'm not entirely sure. I can't remember. I'm not sure. Yeah, it just feels like with Sunderland at the minute, like this is the season, especially where we can't afford to go into the season unprepared. You can get away with it, like in the Championship and League One, but you can't do it in the Premier League. You just can't. That's why we really need to get it right these next 3 weeks before West Ham, and that's like got to start doing stuff now. He was called Omega Wolf. He lived in Lincoln, had a posh accent. You place called you. Oh, I know. Yeah, you know Echo. Yeah, Echo. Yeah, Harley is called. Yeah. Yeah, I haven't actually spoke to him for a while and that, but yeah, I remember him. I think he still uploads every so often, doesn't he? Yeah, Omega Wolf. I just usually refer to him as like Echo, and that, but obviously he's called Harley. But yeah, you personally didn't like him? Okay. Winchester at right back and Neil at left back. Although to be fair, Winchester at right back wasn't actually too bad. To be fair in that, he was actually one of the rare players out of position that I didn't really mind. Went off Gooch, went right back, but that doesn't sound crazy now, given that he plays him also. Yeah, I didn't mind Winchester at right back. I mean, yeah, Gooch at right back wasn't too bad in the end, I suppose, and that because unfortunately he didn't contribute to enough goals or assists as a winger as what he could have. So obviously we had to make do in that. So where will Sunderland finish this season? Honestly, as it stands right now, and I hate to say this, I'm just being honest, right, because obviously we've still got a lot of work to do in the transfer window. As it stands, I'm going to say, I hate to say this, I'm going to say 19th. If we get a good goalkeeper in, if we get a quality centre back or two, if we get another good winger in and a good striker and a really good experienced defensive midfielder, I think we might have a chance. But as it stands right now, I don't think the squad as a whole is good enough because we're really lacking in depth in a lot of areas of the pitch. I think we're better than Burnley, if I'm being honest in that. I do think we're better than Burnley, but unfortunately, I'm not saying Leeds will stop up or anything. I'm not saying Leeds will stop up, but I do think Leeds have done the best business of the promoted side so far. But Leeds could potentially finish maybe 18th or something and that, but we still... I mean, yeah, I think we need another 6-7 signings, but I think we need another 3 or 4 top quality additions to come in as soon as possible. Need quality and experience, we do. We do lack experience, we do. He actually prefers to play right back than on the wing now. But yeah, well there you go, exactly. Yeah. I saw Gooch go and move to Huddersfield, didn't he? That's a good move. That's good. It's a good signing for Huddersfield, that, especially in League One. I like to say Huddersfield get promoted as well, not just because I like Lyndon Gooch or anything, but I just think Huddersfield are too big a club to be in League One anyway. They should be at least in the Championship. And that, they're a good club, Huddersfield, and that, I don't mind them. Might need to get actually, I'll be right back, guys. I'm just going to go get a drink, because my throat is dry as hell. I'll not be long. Right, I'm back. Right. Shocked me that dropped to League One when he had interest in Championship. Honeyman did the same. Probably part of the reason is maybe the 3-year deal he got that many Championship teams would offer him 3 years before. Yeah. I also think as well in that, because obviously I assume you're still talking about Gooch. Like moving from like Stoke to Huddersfield, I suppose. Maybe like because obviously like Gooch was settled, you know, when he was playing for us and he was like settled in the area. Maybe like moving to Huddersfield's better for his family and stuff, like, you know, like being close to like home and stuff, because obviously Yorkshire and it's only a couple of hours like away and that, like in the car like from Sunderland, so maybe that's one of the reasons, and that like closer to home, and maybe some of the offers that he had like from Championship teams and that was further away, and he maybe just wanted to hopefully stay. Like, maybe just wanted to move, like, back north, and that, so maybe that's why he chose Huddersfield. And like I said, to be fair, Huddersfield's not a bad option of a club and that, because they're, like, yeah, they're not a massive club, Huddersfield and that, but they're definitely probably one of the bigger clubs in League One in terms of stature, I suppose. No reason from what I believe he did want to move. He didn't. Well, there you go, exactly, and that. So if he still lives it like in Sunderland, and that, well then obviously moving to Huddersfield's like easier for him because it's only a couple of hour like drive back and forth. So yeah, makes sense. It's good for the family as well. Gooch was actually at Wembley, wasn't he, for the final against Sheffield United? I'm sure I saw him. And obviously we know like Henderson was there and Mowbray was there and obviously like Peter Reid and Super Kev, Niall Quinn and Jermaine Defoe and that, but I'm sure Gooch was there. I think Jack Clark was actually there as well, wasn't he? So it's good that some like ex-women like players like connected to the club were there. I'm not sure if Pickford was at the final, but I know Pickford was at the semi-final second leg at the Stadium of Light against Coventry. So that was good. Yeah, he was with his son. Mike Dodds was there. Clark was there. Oh, Jordan Willis as well. Yeah.
Take cover!
I gotta be more careful.
Pickford, he was played against the Mags with next day. He said he... Oh yeah, that's right. Because obviously it was the last day of the Premier League and that, wasn't it? So yeah. But yeah, like I said, he was at the semi-final, like second leg. But yeah, obviously couldn't make it to Wembley for the. I think he said yeah, didn't he just say like he watched it on the telly or something? Ahmad was there, yeah. Mm-hmm. It's nice the the comments and that Ahmad still has about the club and that still says that he loves the club and everything. Has a lot of respect. Signed Ahmad on FIFA for nice. Oh, speaking of FIFA and that, I've actually got some plans. Obviously not on this channel or anything, because this channel's all Mass Effect and that. But I've got plans for a second channel, which when it gets closer to maybe the end of August or early September and that, for when FC26 comes out, I'm gonna start a second channel, and that's where I'll be doing live streams of career modes and stuff. So when it gets closer to the time and that, I'll put a link and that to the second channel and that just basically that'll be the football channel. So yeah. Probably do a Sunderland career mode and other career modes and stuff. Doing Sunderland when it comes out. Oh yeah, definitely. Like I said, when I start when I do the second because the second channel I might just make that just for the FC26 and that. But when I do do the second channel and that the Sunderland career mode will be probably the first one I'll do, to be honest. I'll tell you what the good thing will be is that where you won't have to create Libre or anything and that, you'll just be able to select the manager straight away, and that's the whole benefit of being back in the Premier League. So creating a Sunderland grey mode will be pretty quick and easy this time, instead of trying to create your own Libre. That's what I usually do. So. And we won't have to spend a season trying to get exactly. And hopefully we stay there. But obviously again that all depends on transfers and looking games as well. But to be honest, right, despite the whole lack of signings and stuff lately, I'm still excited. And I still can't wait, obviously, for the season to start. Like, just, even if it is just for one season, and that just to see the lads back in the Premier League again, it's nice, and I'm looking forward to it. Just gonna enjoy it and that, and just hope we do well.
I gotta be more careful.
I know same tip hard, but it's always been good. But so far, that's the only. It's always been good. Pretty good. Oh, on FIFA, yeah. But yeah, like that's what I was saying before, and that like out of the new signings, Calby's the only one that hasn't really impressed yet. I mean, give Talby his due against Sporting Lisbon and that in the last maybe 10-15 minutes of the first half. There was a few little good moments where his movement was pretty good and that. Like maybe with Talby, it's just maybe like he just needs to like have a bit more confidence about his play. Because like I said, it's not that he's playing bad and he's playing awful and that. It's just he's not taking any risks in that. He's just playing very safe and casual and that. He's too afraid to make a mistake. And that I would actually rather him make mistakes if it looks like he's like trying to offer something and that. Because at the moment he's just it's all casual. But I hope he comes good, and obviously I'm not going to write him off just yet because it is only pre-season. And that, I mean, some players do take a little bit longer, but maybe this is where Sunderland maybe need to start focusing on more experienced options rather than youngsters and that, because we've got plenty of youngsters in the squad to begin with, haven't we? We do need some players with either Premier League experience or players like Ronaldo who are very experienced like in Europe, who should like still do a job in the Premier League anyway. That's what we need. Yeah, we've got plenty of youngsters like to develop, and that we've done that with the likes of Talby, Siddiqui, like Diarra, and Adingra's got a bit of experience, but I suppose even with Adingra to like a bit as well. It's probably a big life-changing movement. The company's for the first time probably moving away from his... Well, yeah, exactly. I suppose we do have to take all that into consideration as well. Yeah, he probably is. Probably nervous as hell and that, and obviously rightly so. I think he's just one of those players, right, where, if I am being honest, I think he is going to have a slow start, like I says. I think he probably will end up on the bench for the first couple of games. He might end up being one of those players where he might start to shine maybe the second half of the season or something, we don't know. If you got the right players around him, it's okay for the other one or two to have slow starts, but it becomes a problem when everyone having it. Yep, that is very true. Very true. I think it's also the case of I actually think right. We do need more of a left winger because I actually think Adingra. I think Adingra would actually play better on the right if I'm being honest. Because when I've watched Brighton before, and Adingra's played and that, he's usually been on the right hand side and he's usually caused more problems on the right. So I think it's a left winger we could actually do with bringing in and then move Adingra to the right, and then obviously then you got Talby and Roberts as backups. I know main reason why Adingra came was because he could play the preferred side. Yeah. I mean, he's looked okay, and I just think would he not be better on the right at all, and that kind of the opposite of Talby and that. I don't know, maybe if you change them, maybe swap them both around, put Talby on the left and try Adingra on the right and see how it goes. I don't know. Maybe something to experiment with. You should try it, apparently, tell me. Because games have... Yeah, exactly. Why not? I'm sure this game's bullshit, isn't it? You're supposed to find Admiral Kabuku and that, but I can't find him. I've already tried all this. Strange. Watching England women tonight. I'm not sure, to be honest. And to be honest, I haven't actually like watched any of the women's football. To be honest, I know obviously it's the final against Spain. Obviously, I wish them all the best and that, and obviously hope they win. But it's going to be a tough final. Because aren't the Spanish women like the best in the world, aren't they? Like a lot like the Spanish women play for Barcelona, don't they? So, be a tough final, but I hope they'll do it, but it will be tough. Kind of hard to get into, yeah. To be honest, I've just never really like watched that much like women's football and that. It's like bits and pieces and that. And to be fair, women's football has come a long way in recent years, and it is growing in popularity. And obviously, transfer records and that are starting to get broken every so often. So it's getting there. It's getting there. But yeah, I'm just always more like just focused on the men's football and that. But I think if the Sunderland ladies ever got promoted like to the the women's like Premier League or anything, I'd probably start watching a couple of games, maybe. That's me. I think Spain will win. Yeah, probably. Just might be too good on the day. Yeah, so I think this Quest woman bugged. Why does pitch look so much bigger when we're in his on him in that? So yeah, I don't know. But I'm sure I think all of them and that. So I think this quest was bugged up for me. I don't know. I'm sure I think them all. Actually, apparently no. No. Hey, we're getting somewhere. Hallelujah. There we go. Someone is coming. I will talk to you later. Hopefully a couple of new signs this week. Yeah, fingers crossed, mate. Hopefully. I'll catch you later, mate. You enjoy the rest of your day.
else must have tracked him down. Ready.
Transmission coming in, Commander. I think you're gonna want to hear this one.
Greetings, Commander Shepard. I represent a party interested in obtaining information on Cerberus activities. Who are you, and who do you represent? Who I am is inconsequential. Suffice to say, I am an agent for the Shadow Broker. You see, Admiral Kahoku contacted my employer looking for information on the location of any Cerberus facilities. We provided that information on the promise that he would turn over copies of all files gathered from the Cerberus systems to us. You must have some connection to Cerberus. How else could you tell Kahoku where to find them? Information is our business, Commander. Through our contacts, we were able to determine that the Cerberus group was active in the Voyager cluster. Unfortunately, that was all we were able to find out. That is why we are so interested in acquiring copies of the files from you. Did you have anything to do with Admiral Kahoku ending up dead? We had no reason to harm him. He was going to provide us with information about Cerberus. Information that is now in your possession. These are classified Alliance files. I'm not handing them over to you. Be reasonable, Commander. Cerberus was operating outside Alliance jurisdiction. You don't owe them any loyalty. The Alliance is just going to file this information away in some archive. No secret stays hidden forever. Eventually, someone somewhere will deliver it into our hands. Might as well be you. Transmit the files to us and you will be well compensated. What are you going to do with this information? Information is a commodity. It can be bought, sold, or traded. Why my employer desires this information is not my concern. I am only the buyer. My loyalty is to the Alliance, not the Shadow Broker. That is unfortunate, Commander. My employer will remember this the next time you need something from us.
Thank you, Commander. I thought I was dead when they took me.
Hello again, Commander Shepard. I owe you a debt of gratitude. With my former partners dead, this syndicate is now mine. I could not have done it without you.
I killed them because they deserve it. Now I'm placing you under arrest.
Surely you don't think that necessary. Under my leadership, this organization will restrict itself to gambling and smuggling illegal technologies. These crimes are hardly worth your time. If you press the issue, my assistants are very well equipped to deal with you.
This gang has a reputation for drugs and slaving. It's too late to change that.
Perhaps you're right. Perhaps this organization has been so tainted by those two idiots that it cannot be redeemed. If I disband the gang, I walk away freely. I have not come so far to be arrested. I would die before going to prison. I would most certainly kill before going to prison. Now, do we have a deal?
You're free to go. I don't ever want to see this gang again. If I do...
You won't. I'm not so foolish as to break my word to a Spectre. Now, if you'll excuse me, my men become nervous in the presence of law enforcement agents. Goodbye, Shepard.
Let's get moving.
You lead. I'll follow.
No sense standing around.
Approach Control, this is the SSV Normandy, requesting a vector and a berth.
Normandy, your arrival was not scheduled. Our defense grid is armed and tracking you. State your business.
Citadel business. We got a Council Spectre aboard.
Landing access granted, Normandy. Be advised, we will be confirming identification on arrival. If confirmation cannot be established, your vessel will be impounded.
What a fun bunch. I think I'll take my next leave here.
Looking for supplies?
Let's see what you've got.
You bet, Commander.
Equalizing interior pressure with exterior atmosphere. Logged. The commanding officer is ashore. XO Presley has the deck.
That's far enough.
We're not here to cause problems.
This is an unscheduled arrival. I need your credentials.
You first.
We're the law here. Show some respect.
I'm Captain Maiko Matsuo, Ilanis Risk Control Services.
I'm a Spectre. My name is Shepard.
Load of horse crap, man.
We will need to confirm that. Also, I must advise you that firearms are not permitted on Novaria. Sergeant Sterling, secure their weapons.
Citadel authority supersedes yours.
Stand down. Their house, their rules.
If you think this is best, Commander.
Captain Matsuo, stand down! We confirmed their identity. Spectres are authorized to carry weapons here, Captain.
You may proceed, Spectre. I hope the rest of your visit will be less confrontational. Parasini-san will meet you upstairs.
Behave yourself. Get out of here. I'll be keeping my eye on you. You're not so tough. You better toe the line here. Get out of here.
I'm sure Parasini-san will answer any questions you have.
Weapon protectors, don't mind the arms.
I am Gianna Parasini, assistant to Administrator Ananias. We apologize for the incident in the docking bay.
I appreciate your help.
You're welcome. You understand our security chief was only doing her job. One of my duties is orientation of new arrivals. Do you have any questions?
Pretty heavy security for such a small port.
The Executive Board does everything in its power to protect the privacy of our client corporations.
I can't have my investigation hampered.
Tread lightly. The Board can bury you in litigation. You'd need an Asari lawyer to see the case through.
Has anyone unusual passed through here recently?
Unusual? An Asari matriarch passed through a few days ago. Lady Benezia.
Benezia. She is here?
Can I speak with her?
Benezia left for the Peak 15 research complex days ago. To the best of my knowledge, she's still there.
Could you tell me how to get there?
You'll need to ask Administrator Ananias for clearance to leave this port.
Where can I find the Administrator?
His office is on the main level, left at the top of the elevator.
Understood. Can we go in now?
Of course. If you need any help, you can ask me at the Administrator's office.
She is here. I can't believe it. I imagine you want to talk to me, Shepard. About my mother.
No, I don't. I trust you, Liara. You may not be military, but you're part of my crew.
Thank you, Shepard. That means a great deal to me.
Turians don't like the cold, Shepard. Did I ever mention that?
I do not like this place. Too many dark secrets.
Welcome to Port Hanshan, the galaxy's most respected site for independent scientific research and development. For your own safety, and to protect the privacy of others, you are required to obey any directions given by our security personnel. If you have questions or concerns, our...
Right, I'll be right back. I'll not be long.
Friendly administrative staff is always available. Thank you, and enjoy your stay.
The managers warned us about you.
This one offers greetings. You are the Spectre that visits Port Hanshan.
News travels fast here.
Indeed, esteemed Spectre. Your arrival was not greeted with any joy by the companies here. This one has a burden that you could ease. If an arrangement could be made, it would compensate you. This one has procured a special item for a customer. The item is not permitted within the station, but you could bring it through customs.
You want me to use my status to smuggle for you?
That is not inaccurate.
I won't carry anything if I don't know what it is.
This one must be discreet. Rest assured, the contents pose no threat to anyone within this port.
I want to know where this package is going.
This one's customer prefers to remain anonymous.
I'd be stupid to do this without knowing I'm not equipping my own enemies.
Your words are not unreasonable. The customer is the Krogan called Inamorda. That one is a bounty hunter of some repute, and quick to anger. You understand this one's urgency. That other grows restless from the delay.
I have no problem with that.
This one humbly thanks the Spectre. The package will be delivered to your vessel. All you need do is bring it to this one. Please do not mention this to Administrator Annaleus. That one would levy fees. Anything else this one might help you with?
Could I buy something now?
Is there anything in particular the Spectre is looking for? Greetings, Spectre. Have you brought the pack?
I'm here to shop. We can discuss this later.
Of course. This one apologizes for... Greetings, Spectre. Of course.
How can I help you?
Tell me about the companies that work on Noveria.
Over 250 high-tech firms rent our labs. Major shareholders include Elanus Risk Control Services, Binary Helix, and Synthetic Insights Limited.
Haven't I seen Synthetic Insights in the news lately?
They're one of only 4 corporations licensed by the Citadel Council to develop artificial intelligence. They attract many protests. No agitators have ever breached our security. That's why they invest heavily here.
Your guards work for ERCS, don't they?
The executive board gets a discount on facility security. Ilanis also develops lethal and non-lethal weapons.
Binary Helix. They work in genetics?
BH is a leader in genetics and biotechnology. They try to keep a low profile in the media. Much of their research is in biotic modifications. That angers many Luddite, organic baseline, and fundamentalist groups.
How large are the facilities here?
We have 17 research complexes built into the mountains. Each is a self-sufficient facility housing a staff of hundreds.
I'd like to speak to Annaleus.
One moment, please. Mr. Annaleus?
Yes, what?
Commander Shepard is asking to see you, sir.
Right, fine, come in. You will excuse me if I don't stand up. I have no time to entertain refugees from that urban blight called Earth.
I see you looked up my service record.
Only a fool enters negotiation without knowledge of the other party's tendencies. This greeting is a courtesy. I will only cooperate as required by the Executive Board. Businesses come here to avoid the second guessing of galactic law.
Are you telling me you have no safety protocols?
Don't be ridiculous. Do you think a for-profit company would take no precautions against loss of life and material? Project leads have the final say here, not meddlesome politicians.
Do you do business with Saren?
Agent Saren? One of your Spectre compatriots? He is a major investor in Binary Helix Corporation, which is one of Novaria's backers.
Is Binary Helix developing weapons for him?
It's possible, given his interests. What our clients do in their labs is their business.
I've heard an Asari matriarch is here. Venezia?
She arrived a few days ago, accompanied by a personal escort and some cargo. She's up at Peak 15.
What do you mean, personal escort?
The phrase is self-explanatory. Bodyguards attending to the safety of her person, mainly Asari commandos.
Commandos? You didn't think that odd?
They followed all our regulations. I had no reason to forbid Lady Venezia from taking them.
What can you tell me about her cargo?
Large, heavy, and sealed. It passed weapons screening. Beyond that, it is not our concern.
What brought her out here?
If I knew, I wouldn't be at liberty to say. She came here as Agent Saren's executor. She's here on business for Binary Helix. There were issues at Peak 15 that required Saren's attention.
I'd like to see her, immediately.
I'm afraid that you cannot. Peak 15 is a private facility in the Skadi Mountains. Regardless, there is a blizzard in the area. Shuttles are grounded and surface access has been cut off.
Surface access, you say?
Cut off, I said. The roads are not suitable for travel. Don't make an issue of this, Shepard.
Forget him, Commander. If he won't help us, I'm sure someone else here will.
Back to my other questions.
Every minute of my time you waste costs the company 12 credits. I will keep a running tally.
I have no more questions at this time.
Good. I received a dozen urgent messages while you dithered about.
Mr. Annaleus isn't the only one with a pass to leave Hanshan. You've never worked in the corporate world, have you, Commander? You can't bludgeon through bureaucracy.
So it would seem. I need an alternative.
Talk to Lorik Keen. You should be able to find him at the hotel bar. Can't say more. Not within earshot of Mr. Annaleus.
You said I should talk to Lorik Keen?
Mr. Annaleus isn't the only one with a pass to leave Hanshan. Keen spends his days at the hotel since his office was closed.
I've taken up enough of your time.
Not at all, Spectre. This is my job, after all.
eye on you. You're not so tough.
I apologize for my rudeness when you arrived. I meant no disrespect. I have a responsibility to protect the safety and privacy of corporations here. The arrival of an Alliance warship was unexpected.
No harm was done.
That is a generous attitude. My thanks. Is there anything I can do for you today, Commander?
There are guards everywhere. Are there that many problems here?
I'm sure Parasini-san gave you the ultra-special blah-blah about business here. Everyone wants to be protected from everyone else, but everyone also thinks they have a special right to kick over everyone else.
So you have to keep them from getting too eager.
Most of my job is diplomacy. Two corps start yelling at each other, my people walk in, flash some ceramic, and they start talking civilly. If there is anything this job has taught me, it's how to be impartial.
Don't they have their own security forces?
Everything from hackers to mercenaries. They have investments to protect, after all. But we are the only ones allowed to bear arms. Which is why the companies constantly try to bribe my people. I have a clear policy against freelancing. Anyone who works on the side is fired.
Why are you still here? Are you guarding my ship?
All of the companies have secrets. Some of them deal in things that are not quite legal. Having a Spectre here makes them nervous. Analea-sama is buried under petitions to kick you off world.
Then you're actually protecting Normandy from the companies.
I am protecting them from themselves. They do not have the personnel or training to assault an Alliance frigate.
Tell me about yourself.
You first. I'm just a security guard. I heard that there were no human Spectres. How did you get that job?
My crew and I were involved in Saren's raid on Eden Prime.
You disabled the nuke. That makes sense. Special Tactics likes people who can think on their feet. I served in the Marines for a decade, mustered out, and went private sector. I was under fire a few times, so I ended up leading this detail.
I'll be moving on.
Very good, Commander. Please stay out of trouble.
Greetings, Spectre. Have you brought the package?
Here you are.
The Spectre has done a great service for this one. From the deepness of light, it thanks you. This one promised compensation for services rendered. It humbly suggests that a sum of 250 credits would be most appropriate.
Would you have had any chance of getting this past customs without me? You can be a bit more generous.
The other's words possess the discomforting ring of truth. This one could raise the sum to 500 credits. That is half this one's profit taken by the other. It can offer no more.
That's thoughtful of you.
This one is glad to have come to an agreement.
I'm just browsing right now.
This one awaits your return.
Spectre, right?
Yeah, that's me.
I used to be in military tech. Except for my ego's people, everyone's too corporate here. They just sit around sipping expensive water. So what can I do for you today?
How can I get into the garage?
You need a pass. You can get one from Analeas or the managers, if you can polish enough gizzard.
Maybe you could let me borrow yours?
Sure. If I wanted to lose my job and get sued into the next spiral arm. Security tracks card use.
You seem like you have an ear to the ground. What's happening around here?
There's the problems up on Peak 15. Synthetics Insights was shut down by Analeas. And the Matriarch came through.
What was that about Synthetic Insights?
Scuttlebutt says Lord Keene was on the take. So Analeas shut down SI's offices. Quiet-like. So no off-world lawyers come in on it.
Do you know where that Matriarch is now?
You looking for her? She took a shuttle to Peak 15 before we lost contact.
What sort of problems are there at Peak 15?
Don't know. There's a blizzard up there, but we've had those before. Never cut the satellite uplinks before. 15's always had a lousy reputation. Nobody talks about what they do there. And everyone sent up comes back a little quieter.
What do you do here?
I'm the chief mechanic for Hanshan. Just call me Lee. Humans have a problem saying my full name. Got a team of 12 under me, keeping the shuttles coming and going.
I have to go.
You need anything? I'll be here.
Access to the garage is restricted.
I'm on Citadel business. I need to leave the station.
If you want to enter the garage, you need authorization for Mr. Analeas. No exceptions. I'm sorry. Access to the garage is restricted.
Fine. I was just passing by.
Have a good day.
Don't make us regret letting you keep those guns.
The male human at the hotel bar? He's a sales rep for Binary Helix. His name is Rafael Vargas. I need you to speak with him.
Do you know who I am?
Everyone here knows who you are, Dullstone. That makes you ideal for my job. You are a known quantity, or so Vargas will think. He will assume you are here to investigate his company's dirty laundry. That will distract him from my real intentions.
He's right there. Why not talk to him yourself?
I wish I could. I already bungled this myself. He realized I was not a real buyer.
I don't know anything about Binary Helix. What would I talk to Vargas about?
I represent the Aramali City Council on Thessia. Our town is known for its biotic amp crafters.
What is your city's interest in Binary Helix? They do not manufacture amps.
Much of BH's work relates to biotics. There are rumors that the Novaria branch has flown in Asari biotics. Powerful ones. Commandos, to be specific. We want to assess any potential risk to Asari copyrights. You will present yourself as a buyer, on behalf of the Spectres or the Alliance. Discuss their military enhancement programs. Your real objective will be to distract him. I will give you a device that will crack into his personal wireless network. It will upload a variety of monitoring viruses. They will infiltrate Binary Helix when he logs onto their intranet.
What's in it for me?
Money, of course. I would be well paid for this. So would you. 500 credits.
You think this uniform's just for show? My job is to enforce the law, not break it.
Do you think that Binary Helix obeys all the laws? That they do not spy on other companies?
What they might be doing somewhere else doesn't justify my acting against them here.
Very well, Spectre. I'll be on my way.
Can I help you? Can I help you?
You're the Spectre, right?
What sort of...
Watch your step here, Shep.
Can I help you?
I'm sorry. The hotel is off limits to those without a corporate account.
Don't hang up. Elder brother, it's me. I'm on Bavaria now. I can't talk long. This call is costing 10 credits a minute. It's real time from the Traverse. Do you think it would be cheap? I need some information. There's an issue here with synthetic insights. The manager, Laura Keene, got caught with his toes wet. The office is closed by Functions Administrator. I need you to see what you can find out about. Are you ready for his name? Ronadrill Ganswa Fosu. R-E-E-L-L-I-S. No, that's the administrator. The action administrator. Now, think about it. A Turian wouldn't risk getting his office closed. They don't compromise their team. That's drilled into the boot camp. I think the administrator is using this Keene fella to draw flies from his own clutch. Of course I could look it up myself. But do you think I'm likely to get any unfiltered data through Novaria's own network? That, and it would take forever for any out-system search results to get back here. Thank you, Elder Brother. I have to go. Yes. I'll speak to you soon.
Beat it. I said beat it. Go find something else to do, stupid mammal. If you don't stop poking me, I'll throw you off that balcony. Beat it. I said beat it.
Afternoon. Sit down, have a drink. What can I do for you?
Are you Laura Keene? I've heard you might be able to help me.
You are the Spectre that just arrived, are you not? What can an old Turian like me possibly help you with?
I'm trying to find a way into the garage. I have places to go.
You need a pass. How fortuitous. I'm the manager of the local Synthetic Insights office. For the moment, at least. Mr. Analeus closed my office. He claims to be investigating reports of my corruption. The administrator is an interesting man. He's become quite wealthy since he took direct control of rents.
I sense a connection there.
Indeed. I acquired evidence of Analeus' actions. His hired goons are ransacking my office to find it. I suspect your goal lies outside this port. Mr. Analeus would be disinclined to let you wander. If you recover the evidence from my office, I will give you my garage pass, as well as a sum of credits.
Why didn't Analeus cancel your pass clearance?
Why should he? There's nothing outside but snow and hungry Nafak.
How did you get a pass?
I'm a manager. Most executives on Noveria are free to come and go as they will.
You have a plan?
I do. However, there is one other... What is that charming human expression? Fly in the lotion? Violence against Mr. Analeas' thugs may be necessary. He has members of Han Shan's security team searching my offices. He's paying them under the table. Miss Matsuo is unaware of their outside employment.
If I have to kill the guards, I'm afraid I can't help you. There's still the law around here.
True enough, though I hasten to point out that Ms. Matsuo disapproves of outside contracting. If you change your mind, I will remain here. I see no other options at present. Back again. What can this old Turian do for you today?
Did you see an Asari matriarch recently?
Yes, she caused quite a stir. It's not every day a matriarch arrives with a guard detail of commandos.
Armed commandos were allowed on Noveria?
I don't know if they were disarmed. Of course, one can't confiscate biotic powers. Saren, and by extension, Venezia, is an important person. By that I mean an investor who might sell stock, if denied.
Is it so unusual to see a matriarch?
They rarely venture beyond Asari space. To see such an esteemed figure is surprising. Lady Venezia was also dressed for her role. An Asari in a pinstriped suit set tongues wagging among the younger male employees, so to speak.
Young males have an unhealthy obsession with my species.
You know why Venezia is here?
She claimed to be Saren's assistant, here to get a certain project back on track. I suspect she meant Peak 15.
I have a different question.
Humans are full of questions. I should write a book about it while I have the time to spare.
I need to get up to Peak 15.
Indeed. That might be difficult. A terrible storm has been unleashed up there.
Are you referring to the blizzard?
Of course. What else would I be referring to?
I heard there was an accident.
There have been unseemly rumors circulating along the lines of ancient evil and plague from distant suns. Amusing, no? Someone watches too many bad horror vids.
I should let you go.
Let me go? Do humans consider conversation a form of imprisonment? That would explain why so few are willing to sit and talk.
The managers warned us about you, Spectre.
Is there anything I can do for you today, Commander?
I'll be moving on.
Very good, Commander. Please stay out of trouble.
You better toe the line here.
duty, Spectre. I shouldn't be talking.
How can I help you?
I hear there was an accident on Peak 15.
We're aware of the rumors. At the moment, contact with the facility is down due to weather. All employees should review their non-disclosure agreements and avoid irresponsible free talk.
What kind of weather cuts modern communication?
A blizzard is sweeping the Scotty Mountains right now. Between the cloud cover and heavy snow, the satellite uplinks are cut.
What corporations work on Peak 15?
Binary Helix has leased the entire complex.
So, everyone shut up and keep your heads down?
Loose lips sink third-quarter profits. You have a more blunt way of speaking than is common here, Commander.
I've taken up enough of your time.
Not at all, Spectre. This is my job, after all.
If Sergeant Sterling catches me with you, she'll, I don't know, crush my trachea with her brain or something.
You're the Spectre, right? Management told us not to.
Back again. What can this old Turian do for you today?
I've been thinking over your difficulties with Analeus.
Indeed.
So if I help you, you'll help me.
Yes. You need to get into the garage. If you recover the evidence from my office, I will give you my garage pass, as well as a sum of credits.
You have a plan?
I do. However, there is one other... What is that charming human expression? Fly in the lotion? Violence against Mr. Analeus' thugs may be necessary. He has members of Han Shan's security team searching my offices. He's paying them under the table. Miss Matsuo is unaware of their outside employment.
I'll focus on trying to get your evidence. If I'm lucky, I won't have to fight anyone.
Excellent. Here is my pass into our offices. It will activate the elevator. The evidence is on my office computer. This OSD contains an encryption key to access it. Slide it into the drive and it will auto-execute. Oh, and do try to keep bloodstains off the carpets, would you? Always a pleasure, Spectre. Any news on that matter I asked you to look into?
Not yet.
Well, there are still plenty of drinks I have not yet sampled.
I should let you go.
If you wish, I will continue to enjoy the bar.
Freeze! Hanshan security. This office is sealed.
Lorik Keene gave me a pass in.
Keene? Are you working for him? He's under investigation.
Ananias is paying you to shake this place down. Does Captain Matsuo know you're here?
Hey, I'm not the one who wants Keene. Ananias has a Varen up his ass about this guy. How about this? You pretend you didn't see us, we'll pretend we didn't see you.
I don't think you're supposed to be in here, Shepard.
You have me at a disadvantage, miss.
Oh, now you're gonna show some respect? I'm Sergeant Kyra Sterling, Ilanis Risk Control Services. Ananias would throw you off-world for what you did here. I won't. You know what we did to cop killers on my world?
Your men are dirty, Sergeant. You're here off-duty, breaking the law for bribe money.
I didn't want to fight them. They fired first.
Well, I don't even care.
Commander, there have been reports of noise from the Synthetic Insights office. Would you know anything about it?
It's probably Ananias' thugs ripping the place apart.
Smartass, huh? That's fine. I can work with that. Meet me at the hotel for a drink before you talk to Keene. I'll be waiting.
What can I do for you today?
I have to go.
You need anything, I'll be here.
Someone murdered our people in the synthetic insights office.
Allow me to reintroduce myself. Parasini, Novaria Internal Affairs.
Why is an internal affairs agent here?
The executive board knows about Ananias' corruption. I've been undercover for 6 months. I want you to convince Keene to testify before the board. With his evidence, this planet can run profitably again.
You work for Ananias. Can't you just take his records?
He's a crook, not a moron. He doesn't keep logs on his computer saying, "This month I stole 3 million credits." Keene's testimony and records are everything I need to prove Ananias' guilt in one package.
I thought corruption was the rule on Novaria.
The rule is, don't rock the boat. Self-interest is tolerated if it doesn't interfere with business. Ananias is driving customers away.
Why don't you ask Keene directly?
I'm Ananias' secretary. You'd think he'd believe me? That he'd meet me in some dark alley with his evidence?
I need Keene's garage pass to complete my mission.
You help my investigation, I'll provide whatever you need. Favor for a favor.
Ananias is dirty. It might be best to help her.
Look, Shepard, I don't like this either. You Spectres play fast and loose with the law. That's bad for business.
All right, I'll talk to Keene and see if I can convince him.
Thank you. You know where I work. Come talk to me once you know if he'll play ball.
Always a pleasure, Spectre. Any news on that matter I asked you to look into?
I finished the job, but an internal affairs investigator contacted me. She wants you to testify against Ananias.
Now that you have my property, you want to dictate how I use it. I have no interest in a public spectacle.
Everyone on this station is chafing under Ananias' extortion. You might end up a hero.
My employers rely on the goodwill of the executive board to work here.
The board is investigating Ananias. They'll be more angry at him than at you.
All right. It is obvious that I cannot dissuade you. Very well. I will testify. Make whatever arrangements you need with your contact. I will wait here. I have not been contacted regarding our arrangement yet. Are things in hand?
Not yet. I need to speak to my contact.
Do hurry. Ananias has many spies.
Spectre, have you given any more consideration to my offer?
It took some persuasion, but Keene has agreed to testify.
That's a world of stress off my back. I'll take the evidence for safe transport. I didn't think you'd help me, being a Spectre and all. I guess some of you can be alright.
So, how about getting me into the garage?
While you were working on Keene, I got you a garage pass. Be careful up there. I have an arrest to make. Wish I had time to change into something easy to move in. I hate skirts.
This is an outrage. I'll see that you never work in this sector again.
Yeah, get a move on.
You, Shepard! I demand you place this bitch under arrest!
You have the right to remain silent. I wish to God you'd exercise it. See you around the galaxy, Commander. I owe you a beer.
That blizzard outside looks like it's settling in for the long haul.
Right, so I'm going to end the stream there for the time being, guys. Hope you have enjoyed. Appreciate everyone that's stopped by, and hope you enjoy it just the same like when you watch it back as a video, like any time. So yeah, so appreciate the support as always, guys. And yeah, I hope you enjoy the rest of your day, night, wherever you are. And until next time, I'll catch you guys later. Take care and peace.